Hello everyone, this is Panda. It's a very windy Saturday and pretty much cold, but not too cold. But I want to talk about the invisible people video in the comments. I know I should not really discuss this and try to bring negativity, but I just want to point something out to all of you so you have a better understanding why I want to talk about it. Now, there's a certain individual that left a comment named Dallas. If you see his comment, YXNX, I believe, Dallas. Wants to become a music artist, right? I met him about a year and a half ago, 2 years, okay, when I was in San Francisco. And he left a comment. And that comment stated that I was deceiving, that I was deceiving you guys that I don't drink. That's not the case. I said that I'm not an alcoholic. Now, I do drink on occasionally, but when you're outside homeless and you're trying to focus on your parameters and trying to get your stuff together, I stay away from drinking. Okay, and the thing I do drink a lot is sake, and everybody knows that about the Panda Photographer. I'm a big sake and soju enthusiast. So I can't afford $20 bottle of sake. Now I do occasionally drink White Claws or Trulies from time to time, but that's a hard seltzer water. That's not like beer. IPA, APV levels are 8%, 9%, 10%. No. But he also left some other, within that comment, I just want to clarify that everyone drinks, but when you are out here in the elements, my smart and brilliant panda ass will not drink when I'm out here while I'm under this depression of homelessness. It's not a good thing. Second, I supported this guy as well. He has supported me. Yes, he has maybe donated to me about 3 times because I just looked up the history on Cash App, and I also returned that favor not just once, but 3 times, double that price, double the donations, because I thought he was a good guy. I thought he was helpful, and maybe he also had some homelessness issues living out of hotels. So it's like, I can help you too. Then he continued on with the comment to talk about how I was being disrespectful to a woman that was on a city bus in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that it wasn't even the case. The case was, I actually was in Milwaukee with a friend named Bob, right? He let me stay at his place and made me transform one of his bedrooms into a YouTube studio so I can get my work done. He did that for me. So, and he didn't want me to give him rent. So I brought him dinner, I brought him beer, I brought him anything he wanted, because at that time, YouTube videos were doing some kind of justice, but we also were kind of winning my EEOC case. And I got the first payment of that. And then they stopped. So, let me continue on why everything he has said is misleading. First and foremost, the woman that attacked me, I wasn't being disrespectful to her. I was actually on my way to the post office to drop off some giveaways. So I want you guys to take the time out and go back into the YouTube archives on my channel. Go back to February, March 2021. Okay? And the reason why I went to Wisconsin is because when I found out that things weren't going so great for my ex-girlfriend's case, because she was murdered, she was raped, she was left for dead. That's when I went on the rampage, and this is why we wanted to go back to Wisconsin. But let me continue on. So that woman that insulted me with the hot beverage, I don't even know her, never spoken a word to her. I was talking to the bus driver, and you can go on my YouTube channel, because this is why I love documenting everything I do. Because when there are people that actually don't like who you are now, and you get this fame, and I'm not trying to get fame on YouTube. What I'm trying to do is trying to share a story. So, and he's also probably the person that's actually giving me the thumbs down on all of my videos too. There's always someone giving me a thumbs down on something positive that I have said about something doing good for the people. It might be him, who knows? But that woman threw a hot beverage in my face. Guys, I literally went to the hospital. I literally had skin graft from days. And trust me, I spent a lot of money. And ask anyone, you ask any photographer at that time. I want you guys to go back on my YouTube channel and go back into February of 2021 when we were, oh my goodness, so windy. Oh my panda. Woo! That was very, the wind is very strong today, making it feel very cold. But I wanted to emphasize, don't pay attention to that comment. If you want to ask me what happened, all you have to do, as you beautiful people have been doing, just ask me a question and I will be honest about it. So yes, I do drink on occasionally, but everybody knows, like I said in the beginning of this video, I like sake and soju. Yes, I went out on a date like a week ago and had some beer and sake. What's so wrong trying to like have fun with a beautiful Japanese young woman? And I believe that the reason why he might be upset is because he also is kind of struggling. So I want to also make sure that you guys don't dislike him, just disagree with him, because there's a difference. Disagree how his motives to kind of turn this whole thing around and say really bad things and false things too. And this is why I say, Dallas, you need to learn the full story and watch my content in full instead of watching it in partial segments. Because in honesty, just be honest here, that woman is still in a mental health hospital facility in Orchestra, Wisconsin, I believe. So that case is ongoing. So I was the one being attacked. She threw the water on me. And what her reason was, she just didn't like me because I asked too many questions to the bus driver. I'm not from Milwaukee. I'm asking the bus driver what is the best route and the fastest route from my place to downtown. He said, this will probably be the best bus, but there are certain hours that she just comes up to me and just said, I don't like you, and said the N-word and threw the hot substance in my face. Guys, that cost me about 12, 18 grand. And this is how we also got into homelessness. Trying to cure my face. If you guys want to see my face before all this actually happened, I would post it in the community right after this video so you can see what she did to my face. So I know I shouldn't talk about the comment, but I needed to address that comment because it seems like Dallas might be, and I have an 88% accuracy to detecting how people are behaving and their mental state, and he seems to be a little bit angry. And how can you be angry with me? You fell off the grid, you stopped communicating, you don't even want to chat, because the last chat, I still have it. This is what he said. Stop sending him, this is through Instagram, stop sending him posts, videos about my videos. And I was like, why? You said you want to see all of them. It was kind of confusing, right? It was confusing for me. He's the one that is more interested in my life, and now you don't want to see it. So I stopped sending them. And now he pops up again with this tactic to have you, as the people of the world, not support Homeless Lives Matters for everyone, not just me. This is not about me, and that's his problem, that he misunderstood the message in that video. It was never intended to be about me. It was actually intended to be about the people that need services. And not just any service, they need services, period. Now, let's talk about what the mayor of New York City wants to do now. You guys are going to get so upset about this. He pretty much wants to criminalize any homeless person sleeping in the subway. He also wants to criminalize sorry about that. He also wants to criminalize, the mayor of New York City wants to criminalize homeless people in general. No more sleeping in the subways, no more, I don't know, people who do piss in the subway. Because New York City at one point had restaurants and they took them all out. Why? Because of the homeless. That's their main excuse. And now they want to say they want to get tickets to homeless people, fines, if they break these new policy rules of the MTA. I'm sorry, Mayor of New York City. How you fuck do you expect a homeless guy to pay off a freaking ticket? And then you want to put them in jail if they don't pay for it. Is that even making the system even better? This is why, guys, New York City is, it's this mayor wants to kiss every rich person's ass right now. But he does have a point. The crime, there have been 3 subway stabbings yesterday alone. And it's just, he has a point. But there's a point when you start criminalizing the homeless people now. What is this, Portland? Are we in Portland? We should not be doing that. You're going to give a ticket. You're going to arrest a homeless person if he doesn't want to leave the train station. No. If I pay $2.75 and I decided to surf the trains all day and use Wi-Fi, that is my human right. That is my option. But here's the thing, how that literally bothers me. Because it makes no sense. Because, oh my God, so windy. It does not make sense, because what if I was a normal, oh my panda, the wind. What if I was a normal guide and I was doing some time lapse in the subway, and you guys the police kept seeing me on one subway and get off another subway? Are you going to tell me I have to exit and pay another fare again? No, you can't do that. That's like stepping on my civil rights to do my job as a documentarian. So with that said, everyone, I just want to share my opinions, my thoughts about what's taking place in New York City. And I just want to confront Dallas. Hey, brother, if you have an issue with me, personal issue, you should literally just talk instead of trying to leave that comment and then think I wasn't going to answer all the comments. Oh, yes, I answered every single comment in that video. Literally took me about 3-4 hours to do so. But I did it. Because you know what? Your voices matter, and your opinions and your support matter to me. I need to read those comments. How many people get donations literally respond back to their donators when they make content like that? And I'm doing this to every single comment in the Invisible People videos. So, with that said, everyone, I just wanted to share and let you guys know that, yes, I love my sake, I love my soju, but sometimes it's not the time to do it. And just for all you guys, once again, just tuned it in, yes, I was attacked, but I wasn't being disrespectful. How can I be disrespectful to a woman that I don't even know who I'm talking to, and why I want a city bus with packages? And another is that he made another claim statement So everyone knows that I used to have Sony, right? Everyone knows I used to have the A77 Mark II, the A99. I had some Minolta lenses and some Canons. He stated that my cameras never got stolen. My friend, I showed 2 police reports of those cameras getting stolen. And this is why I document everything on the platform. So there's always a video evidence of what I have. This is why I do updates on what's inside my camera bag. So I just want to let you guys know that I physically was talking to NYPD. I physically refused to believe that the NYPD was on my side. Did you know they actually thought I was being belligerent? Maybe, do you have any, the first thing was police officer said, do you have any mental health that we need to be on? Oh, so you think I'm crazy because I'm homeless. Oh, okay. So, Dallas, I digress when I say this. You should be more of a human being to have conversation, not attack, because that was an attack. And that's not nice. But with that said, everyone, let's read some of these comments. Oh, it's cold out yet. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just want to get that out of there. Jake Harpin retracted his comment. We're getting some spam in here now. Space Junk is in here. Good afternoon to Space Junk. Robbie is in here. Big ups to from the island of St. Martin's. Ooh, where's that at? How can he criminalize people? Okay, so Space Junkie says, how can he criminalize people when they have no place to go? Yeah, and now they're trying to say they're going to employ more outreach personnel to seek out and force. This is what he is trying to say. He wants to force homeless people into dangerous shelters that have more criminal influence inside. Guys, the security guards can't even be trusted inside those facilities. Telling one homeless person about another person's belongings, that's begging for trouble. This is why I didn't understand why the police didn't arrest the security guard. But you know what? They said, I have no evidence that he told it. Well, he did. Because he was the only one around, well, not him, but there was staff around. There was no homeless people around. He grabs 2 guys. 2 guys come out, look at me, and then stares at me. Oh, my panda is so cold. So windy. Stares at me, and then get 2 more guys. Yeah. And now when I go buy a used camera from B&H, he leaves that comment. What, I can't be transparent what I'm doing with the donations? And by the way, I bought a used camera, not a brand new camera. And B&H's used apartment is so cheap. So, but here's another thing, Dallas. Ask anyone recently what I did with the donations. Charity. I gave some back to Lord Bryant. I gave back to the people that supported me. Because some of them are actually also, as well as you, down and out now, but they sacrificed for my call. So now it's time for me to sacrifice for their call. But just wanted to let you all know, like, there are going to be haters among your community. People that disagreed or may not like your approach or what you stand for, values of other people's rights. I guess if I'm saying that right. Because if he would have respected my rights, he would have just said, I'm going to keep this to myself before any outburst might happen. And this is why I stopped all communications today. When I read the comment, I was like, you left it 9 days ago. He's basically saying that I don't deserve anything. That's not true, friend. Listen, I had the hardest jobs thinking possible. I had one of the hardest jobs dealing with people that cannot understand why everyone's rights matter. I work for an organization that refuses to listen. And by the way, we just post that email. We just post that on the community too. The email from the EEOC. It is an ongoing situation. I haven't not even, guys, I'm suing for defamation of character. I'm suing for harassment, stalking. Yes, I'm suing for all of that. That's not just $5,000, $10,000. That's a lot of money. Suing an agency for the disrespectful and unprofessional behavior that took place in the workplace. So guys, I'm going to post what I look like before all the face surgery and the face graft. And this is why my friend Bob can verify this. Like, I was minding my own business on a bus. So I'm going to post that on the community board so you can see my face back in March. No, that was April of 2021. So, with that said, so you guys are probably asking this another question. How did you, I should have been facing this around. How did you, oh my panda is so cold that, oh my panda, can't even, gotta take the glove off. You guys are probably wondering, how did you get out of San Francisco? My Japanese parents helped me. Everybody remember that, right? Out of nowhere. We were sleeping at that church, and out of nowhere, my parents decided just to send me money and get me out of San Francisco. Because you know why? Because we were getting robbed too many times in San Francisco. And not only that, we were also being a target at the Union Square Park in San Francisco. They didn't want no homeless people using the electricity there, so they shut off the electricity. But some of us are trying to struggle, and this is during the pandemic. Some of us are trying to struggle through the pandemic and need power, and you want to take the one thing that we need to keep communication with our loved ones or people that are seeking to hire someone, and you want to take away. This is the city of San Francisco. They don't like homeless there. They never did. It's all about profiting off of people's sorrow. But with that said, everyone, and if you go back on my YouTube channel, that morning I made a live stream at the Orange Village Hostel, which is owned by a very beautiful Korean woman. Oh my panda. That hostel was pretty good. They were very nice. They were very polite. They watched my YouTube channel. They said, hey, yeah, Panda, we got a room for you. Like, they gave me no problems. Because you know why? I was being honest. It's being honest. So, with that said, everyone. Oh, my Panda, it's so cold right now. Yeah, it's cold. My hands are just numbing up right now. Oh, something's going on over there. Look at that. Something's going down. But anyway, guys. So I want you all go back on my channel. Go back into March. Mid-March, when my parents decided one day to wake me up in the morning with a nice donation. Said, get out of New York City. It's the last time we're going to help you. And I was kind of like skeptical even spending the money. Because like what they want. My parents don't just give me money and not want something in return. Sorry, friends. If you know my parents, yeah, they just don't give you money. And they did want something from me. They wanted me to return back to Japan, and I said no. That's San Francisco. No. Oh, my panda. Woo. Sorry guys, I'm doing this live stream in the cold. Oh my panda, I'm freezing. I need to get back inside. But anyway, no, this is New York, but when I was in San Francisco for quite some time, from September to March, That was tough. That was tough. So with that said, everyone, this is how I got out of San Francisco. Wasn't for my parents. Wouldn't actually literally in a small little compensation from the EEOC, because they were giving me unemployment and then they just halt the unemployment because the employer was like, no, we want to contest this claim. Come on, you hired a guy named John that was being racist. Then you had a freaking shelter manager that was being very impolite and telling me not to do this with certain people. And no, that's not right. That's not fair, friend. Then you're telling me to go against other colleagues in the workplace by telling them, oh, he's scamming our... This guy, Preston Patterson, literally told me not to trust another gentleman named Glenn. He's a social worker now. That social worker, Glenn, had no beef with Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson was just a jealous, evil, unsettled African American that thought Glenn was doing something shady, but his father is dying. This is why he disappears a lot. This is why he took all his vacation days and suddenly just disappeared. Everyone kept saying these stories about how he's like scamming the organization, probably pocketing money from getting these people housing somewhere else. That wasn't the case. His father is an old man and he was dying. So he went back to New Jersey to make sure that he take care of his father and make sure that his father's getting taken care of. So this is why I need to come back to California. I'm scared of California now. Get rid of that freaking Governor Gaston and then I will come back. He's a terrible man. He's a terrible man. That Gaston fella, yeah, I don't like him at all. You see how windy it is? Oh, my panda. Alright, guys. But with that said, everyone, I wanted to say thank you for all the donations, but we did what we did. Had to owe the bank money, gave back to some people in the community, brought another camera brought some used lenses. I decided not to buy the Sony camera. Instead, I'm going to stick with the Canon and get the 50, the 85, so I can do some portraits, because people have been calling me for services now since the video been up. And I'm not sure if well, one person never called me back and said she wanted to do something that weekend and never did or text back. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. We can't hear it. What? Hold on. Let's see there. It's not working? I don't know what it is then. But anyway, guys. So, well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. These are just people calling for services but not confirming what they want. Well, they do are confirming what they want. They're not confirming the dates. And some of these dates are too far long apart because I do not plan to stay in New York City. Your mic, can you guys hear me? Okay, in the comments, can you guys hear me? Because I never touched the microphone. I don't know what's going on. I see power on the Comic-Con Blue XD. Your mic is working too well. I can't hear the wind. Okay. Yeah, it's very windy, guys. Even with the deck cat on. See? Yeah, it's too windy. But with that said, everyone, the clients or people that are calling for services, they haven't paid me anything, no down payment or no non-container fee, and 3 of them so far never called back or emailed back, so I'm not sure with that. And I have some women that wants to do a baby shower for an hour shoot here in Long Island. I'm not sure if that's kind of worth staying in here for, because it's only an hour, and that's not much pay. That's an easy $200 for me, but yeah, I need consistent work. So yeah, and right now it's like I have a plan of going. I'm trying to figure out where I do want to go next, but I don't have a lot of people where I can say I can go to this state and I know this person. No, I don't have that luxury. That's the kind of the downside about that. Is that sometimes traveling is kind of a problematic issue. Then I gotta spend money on the Amtrak. This guy talks. Eh. Sorry guys, my hands are freezing right now. Oh my hands are frozen. Oh. Oh. Okay guys. I just wanted to commentate and say thank you guys for all the support, all the love and comments and watching me and getting that thumbs button up. That 16 of you guys, really appreciate it guys. Really do. Oh my panda, you guys are making me happy. But with that said, I'm going to go back inside. I'm going to warm my hands up because my hands are really cold. And the temperature is going to drop down to like 21 Fahrenheit tonight in New York City. So I'm not trying to stay outside. Yeah, it's too cold for it. So, and my hands feel like they hurt, like they're on fire. Yeah, I came back to the hostel because it was just too cold. Yeah, my hands are kind of getting numb to the point where, oh my panda, come on. This wind is kicking this gimbal's butt. Oh my panda. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to support the channel even more, just subscribe, like, tell a friend. Make sure you hit the notification bells. Also, if you guys want to continue to support the channel, there is still the PayPal, Cash App, remote. The donations for the GoFundMe, I need to save that for something and so important because I need to be more conservative about spending the money. So today, everyone kept looking at me. It's like, you're back and you're eating ramen again. Yeah, I'm eating my cheap ramen. Yeah, eating my cheap ramen. I gotta live in the budget now. We had fun. We went on a date. We went on actually 2 dates. Freak. We did a tour of Long Island City. But with that said, everyone, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But look at that. Look at that view. Too bad the city is corrupt. Oh my panda. I can't believe the mayor wants to pretty much criminalize homeless people. Unfreaking believable. Basically saying, if I was to sleep on the subway, you're going to give me a ticket. If I don't pay that ticket, I'm going to go to jail. That is so messed up. See, this is why I say New York doesn't help homeless people. They make it worse. Talking about there's money for outreach. Outreach sucks. They literally basically profiled me based on how I was dressed in. Oh my panda. I can't dress well and be homeless? That's kind of silly and redundant. Oh my panda. So cold. Oh really? That's pretty cool. Linda, I will see you later maybe or tomorrow. But I will post what I look like when I had my face burnt onto the community, and I'll talk to you guys